Okay, so now we're turning over to the volar side of the forearm to look at the flexor muscles. So the first one we're going to look at is the flexor carpi ulnaris. So in this position, you have the patient turned over into supination. And what you're going to have them do is flex their wrist with some ulnar deviation. And you're going to apply the pressure along the hypothenar eminence towards extension and radial deviation. And that muscle is going to pop up. And you can see the tendon there. Okay, and relax. Now for the flexi carpi radialis, arm's going to be in the same position, and so this time you're going to have them come up into flexion and more radial deviation. And you'll see this is going to pop up here. Now you're going to try to extend them out into extension and ulnar deviation. And you can see the tendon popping out right there. And relax. For the flexor digitorum profundus, we're coming down and we're looking at them being able to flex the DIP joint. Okay, so I'm going to do it of the middle finger right now. If you're going to look to see if there's one part of that that's specifically weak compared to the others, or if there's been an injury of one of the tendons, you would look at each one individually. But forearm is supinated, wrist and other parts of the fingers are relaxed. And I will block just so that I know when they bend down and they hold that position, but that's the only muscle I'm looking at. So hold this position right here. And now you're going to come and you're going to give them resistance just of that DIP joint. Okay. Now when you're going to come down to the superficialis, that bends the PIP joint. Okay. So now the pressure is going to be put along the middle phalanx. Right there. And relax. The palmaris longus, some people do not have. This tendon is used commonly for any kind of tendon grafting if they need that. So it's good if you have it and if you ever have a tendon injury. But what you're going to have the patient do, and how I typically prompt them, is to try to bring all of their fingers together like this, and you immediately see it pop up right there. So that's the palmaris longus tendon. It comes into the palmar fascia and it helps with wrist flexion. So what you're going to do is have them go into that position, and then you're going to try to pull their fingers apart, so you're at your thenar and hypothenar eminence, and go into wrist extension at the same time, and that's really going to pop that muscle out. So go ahead and hold this position, and now you're coming away and you're testing that. And relax.